Welcome.
Welcome to another episode of Bourbon Booze. It is Tuesday. It's Whiskey Day. And I'm really excited. Hope you're excited too. Hopefully you had a great Labor Day weekend and you took it off. Hopefully you got a 3-day weekend. I did. It was nice. Worked on the bar, cleaned the house, did some dishes, took some naps, watched some videos, drank. I even went to the liquor store.
I unloaded a truck.
You had to work. Hopefully you enjoyed your Labor Day weekend. If you like what we do and you like the whiskeys we had and you checked out yesterday's Monday oddities, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. It means a lot to us. Today we are going to do something that is quite unique, if you ask me. It is a Irish whiskey that is not available in Ireland. I believe it's a U.S. exclusive.
That's odd.
Yeah. I picked this up, I believe, on my roundabout trips to Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, Arkansas.
I thought you were going to say you picked it up in Ireland, but you can't get it in Ireland. But no. I'm special, and they gave it to me because...
No, I picked it up at a grocery store, I believe, somewhere in Tennessee, Mississippi area. Never even heard of it. It was really quite inexpensive. But I got $24.99 here, so not too expensive. It is the Douhans blended Irish whiskey. It's triple distilled. It's imported by Rebel Spirits.
And if you were to cover this up, the label, you'd think it was Jameson. The bottle wise.
Are you sure?
Maybe not. But it does look like an
Irish whiskey, green bottle. It's imported by Rebel Spirits, and I believe that we have done some Rebel Spirits before. I almost think that Stokes root beer whiskey is Rebel Spirits, but I can't be sure. Rebel Spirits is out of California, but this is a triple distilled Irish whiskey, so it should be pot stilled. We'll see. It's a blended whiskey. Comes in at 40% or 80 proof. 40% or 80 proof. And the price tag, like I said, is $24.99. Haven't even had this. I just opened it beforehand so the camera guy could have some. But otherwise, have not had any of this. I'm really excited because we are starting to get into a lot of this year's pickups on alcohol instead of last year's because we have such a backlog, a tremendous amount of backlog that it's really exciting to start getting into 2021 purchases. And we've done some 21 purchases off and on, but starting to hit that cluster of Tennessee pickups. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this review. It's going to be a 2-barrel on cost. No, it's a 3-barrel on cost at $24.99. Remember, it is triple distilled Irish whiskey, and I have already been able to quickly determine that by the smell. Let's go ahead and get this review done. Oh, just in case, gotta have your water droppers in case you want to add some. Look at you go, way ahead of me.
It's got a nice aroma.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Excuse me.
It's got like a...
Okay, we're back. Go ahead. You were saying?
So, it's a good Irish. It smells good. It's got the malty. It's got a little bit of leather, a little bit of slight, tiny bit of peat.
Oh wow! On the aroma?
Yeah, but it's just back there in the very, very back.
Okay. Not really picking it up myself, but I'm not saying it's not there.
I mean, it's got some mint, some spearmint to it.
Okay. Yeah, so you gave it a 3.5.
And I gave it a 4 on the flavor, and it's a caveat because the cost. This is such a inexpensive, and I know I've been doing that lately.
I know you keep moving cost into your factors of flavor and aroma.
Yeah.
So you're giving cost an added bonus in all of these.
Yeah, it would be a 3.
Okay.
But because it's like so inexpensive.
Okay.
It's like a very.
Well, it's not really that expensive or inexpensive.
Well,
it's still
$25.
I know, but that's about average. For an Irish whiskey, Jameson is about 25. You get a little bit more, like Hellcat Maggie's under 25. I think some of the Hydes are under 25. Powers, I believe, is around 25. But then you get Rider's Tears and Green Spot, which start escalating. Redbreast gets way higher than that.
I think maybe lately I've just been going back to our roots for the
Common Man. So you're giving it a 3.5 in aroma. I'm giving it a 3, and I agree with you on some of this stuff, the vanilla, spearmint. I'm getting some malt, apricot, and green apple.
Oh, on the aroma?
On the aroma.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not getting the tobacco, though, or the peat, but I'm not saying that's not there.
It's just a
tinge?
So minute that it's like, you could almost think this was a scotch.
Oh, no. I couldn't. I don't think I could. I think right away, if I was blind tasting this, say this, but I haven't done this, but I would say that this is an Irish.
And the thing is when you say something, now I can almost only smell the green apple.
Yeah.
So once you say something, that's what you just start.
But see, when you say peat and tobacco, it doesn't do that for me.
See, I don't get that at all now.
Okay.
But when I first smelled it, I smelled.
For flavor, I'm giving it a 3. You actually gave it a 4, but you did say something about your cost is kind of skewing that.
So I do give it a 3.
Okay. So I give it a 3. The vanilla, it is very smooth, like you say, but it's triple distilled. And I really would like to know a little bit more about this, but because it's a sourced whiskey by the U.S., by this Rebel Spirits, they're not going to give us much detail, but I would assume it's pot still because that's the signature mark of a Irish whiskey. But it is triple distilled, so it is really smooth. I'm getting a little apricot on the flavor. Otherwise, it doesn't have a very strong flavor profile compared to the aroma.
Yeah, the aroma is very nice, but the flavor is.
And I would say green apple a little bit on the flavor. That sweetness.
It's very trying to think of the
mellow.
word.
Mild.
It's very like neutral, kind of.
Yes.
You can smell the alcohol in it, but you can't taste.
And we've brought up Jameson a couple times in this episode. If you were to go head to head with Jameson on this, about the same cost level, I think Jameson is a much better product than this. But I do like the cost of this. It's really inexpensive. I actually think I like Hellcat Maggie, which is cheaper, better than this. I really like Hellcat Maggie, but I don't know. This reminds me of Kirkland's Irish whiskey.
That's a Costco store brand.
Very much reminds me of that. For bite, there is some little bit of funky lingering, not an alcohol lingering, but aftertaste lingering. But we each gave it a 3. Taking that 4 down to 3 for you, you're a half point ahead of me. We're at 12. You're at 12.5. So this is a 3-barrel whiskey.
Yeah, it's a 3-barrel.
It's pretty cool, decent. If you are an Irish whiskey fan and you like to have a bar full of different Irish whiskeys, pick this up. It'll be something that you could say to your friends, hey, try this. But it's not something that you'll probably drink a lot of. If you are going to drink something like Rider's Tears or Redbreast or Green Spot, Yellow Spot, or
yeah, if you're going for the
Irishman, Sexton, I don't know. I'm not a huge Sexton fan, but I don't dislike Sexton. I don't know.
And you said you'd prefer this over Jameson, and I'm...
No, I prefer Jameson over this. And I'm not a Jameson fan.
I'm not a Jameson fan, and I think it's because it's just like, I have shots of Jameson.
Well, to me, Jameson is a lot like Jack Daniels.
Yeah, it's just like,
That's
go.
Yeah.
And so that's why I kind of...
It's the poster child of Irish whiskey.
Yeah, that's why...
Jack is of whiskey.
That's why I kind of shy away from it, and maybe I shouldn't.
Right.
But I do, because it just seems like I'm not an 18-year-old college student.
Now, I haven't seen this at all in our area, but of course, I also haven't really looked for it. But there's one store that's close to us that Cody and I like more than most stores that has a bigger Irish whiskey selection, where the other stores, especially the stores you frequent, don't really have a good Irish whiskey selection. Very small.
And I'm gonna say the only reason I frequent that store is because it's right down the street.
It's habit for you. It's actually no further away than the other stores, but it's just habit for you.
Well,
maybe a little less traffic.
Yeah, less traffic. There's no traffic to that store, and there's a lot of traffic to the other one.
All right, so tell us what you think about Douhans. If you tried it, if I'm even saying Douhans, it is a blended whiskey. Tell us what you think about it. Can you get it in your area? Is the cost still $24.99 for you? Because I actually think I bought this a little bit cheaper, but that's the going price right now. How's it compared to other price-wise whiskeys for you, Irish whiskeys? Let us know. And make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Check out Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and merchandise. Remember, there's no bad whiskey. There's only good whiskey and great whiskey. And this is good
pretty
whiskey.
damn good whiskey.
For the price, that's good. Cheers.
Cheers.